Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. In this video today, by the way, we are less than 30 minutes away from the Fighter Pack 3 reveal, so this is more of a wish list for Fighter Pack 3, or Fighter Pack 4. I don't know, whatever comes out first. I have a few characters in my head that I really want to see, so it's more of a speculation than anything else, more of a wish list than anything else. But here we go. Stay with me, guys. So first of all, I'm a big fan of Deadpool, and DC's equivalent of Deadpool, Superman, and Deathstroke wrapped in one character is none other than the main man himself, Lobo. I remember ever since, like, when I was younger, and the first time I saw Lobo, I think was either on the cover of a comic book, and he was like biting his lip, and he looked biting his lip, and he just looked really crazy and really savage. And then later on, I watched him on Superman, the animated series, and he just stole the show in every scene he was in. He was such like a jerk face, but he was so funny with it. Like, he was talking to Lois Lane, and he was like, I guess, flirting with her now that I'm older. I mean, there was some innuendos in there for adults. And Superman, the animated series, if you haven't seen it, you could probably see like a clip of it on YouTube. But basically, Lobo has like the regeneration factor of Deadpool and Deathstroke, but he has like the strength of Superman, and like he's a bounty hunter. His backstory is super crazy, insane, banana nut muffin, but he's a likable character nonetheless. I don't really care what they did for him in the New 52, but que sera, sera. Now moving on to the next character, the next pick that I would really like to see in Injustice 2, and that would be none other than Rorschach from Watchmen. The Watchmen movie was the first time that I had seen Rorschach. I didn't get to see him in the comic books, but just from the movie alone, which by the way is not for kids, there's this scene though with Rorschach, and he's like in jail, and he comes up in the jail, and it's like the first day that he's in there, because he's like accused of something that he did. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but anyway, he says to them, he lets the prisoners know where he stands and who's in charge right away, and he's like, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. And it's just brilliant, and it lets you know what type of psychopath person that he is. He's like Batman, but if Batman just didn't care anymore, if Batman just, like, Batman's like, he'll leave people in bad shape, but Rorschach will leave people in worse shape, and he'll even take them out if he has to. And he's just such an interesting character, and I'd really love to see what his gameplay would be like in this game. I played Watchmen, The End Is Nigh on my PlayStation 3, and it was a great game that was really slept on. It was like part 2, but it was like awesome, and every moment that I played with Rorschach just felt like just visceral, just like he's just a straight brawler. He's straight up, he just kicks all types of booty, left and right, up and down, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. He's like the Konami code. But finally, let's get to the last character that I would like to see in Injustice 2. I would really like to see him in the trailer today, in less than, 20 minutes away, because it's 10 p.m. Eastern time that the trailer premieres. So 7 p.m. my time, the trailer will premiere on television, so be ready to see that, guys. If you didn't know, there's also another chance for another character that I kind of like, that's grown on me. I didn't like him at first, but I just think he just looks cool, and he's kind of cool in video games. The last time I saw him in a fighting game, though, seen him, whatever, it was Soul Calibur, and he was a guest character in that game. So if he could be a guest character in that game along with Hayachi and Link, then Spawn can be a guest character in Injustice 2. And I know I'm not the only person that would think that he would be a cool addition to the roster. He could like use his chains and jump in the air and then drag people into the air with him and do all kinds of crazy stuff. He could have like 2 modes where he pulls out like his guns and he just goes crazy with his guns and just start shooting people. But since he's an ex-military veteran, he could totally go hand to hand. So he wouldn't just be like a Deadshot character. He'd be all types of range, like a well balanced character in my opinion. And he's strong and he has like all kinds of magical powers that if he uses them then he gets pushed back to where he came from. I don't want to really go too much into his story because his story is weird and whacked out. I think the person with the most relatable story is Rorschach. I mean, it's more realistic than Lobos or Spawn's, and he's more down to earth, but he's really out there. Anyway, I would like to see all those characters. These are my thoughts. Let me know what characters you would like to see in Injustice 2 in the comments. And if you haven't already did so already, hit that subscribe button, tap that subscribe button, and smash that subscribe button.